Full Metal Heli here. We got something we're going to unbox real quick. Got something that showed up on the doorstep. We're going to get right to it. We're not going to waste no time. Silver Bullet on deck. Kind of have a pretty good idea of what this is already. Kind of been looking forward to this. Alright, nothing else here. This, folks, is the King Kong 188 frame, guys. This is designed by SK. This came from Banggood, guys. This was $10, and I will put it up above right here. It was $10 and change. Actually came pretty fast. Only took about maybe 2 weeks to get here. About 10 days. Came pretty fast. It's only $10 and some change, and they come in 3 different colors. They come in green, red, and black. I got the red one. I actually am going to order, I think I'm going to order a couple more of these because they're so cool, man. For the price, it's amazing. It's a little FPV racing frame. It is plastic, though, guys. It's not carbon fiber. But I'll tell you what, it's a tough plastic. And anybody who's ever done any kind of RC car, you know, just fashion or like even racing, you will know that plastic, a lot of times, guys, is a little more durable than you think. You know, especially this kind of nylon type of plastic. This stuff will bend and bend back, where like aluminum bends and stays bent, or I'll tell you what, a lot of carbon fiber stuff just breaks. You know, where this is actually flexible. So we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. I don't see anything else on the box that's too much interesting besides that. Just got a little diagram. It is a 188 size frame. The weight of the frame, I guess that's kind of important, is 67 grams. So it's 67 grams, guys, just the weight of the frame. That's not too bad. Not very heavy. All right, go ahead and open this guy up. This, my friends, got a little bag of screws, another bag of screws. This is something neat too. This is the top plate right here. It comes with a nice little strap right here. Nice little Velcro strap. This, my friends, is neat though. This is what I think is actually kind of really is amazing that they give you this for $10. I mean, wow. We're gonna go ahead and open this up so I can show it to you. Because this is gonna be going on. This actually, the guts from my 200QX is going to be going on this frame. Me and Frequent Flyer were actually talking because he crashed his XK X251, and we were talking about how you know, like how to put it back together. And I was talking about my frame on my QX200 is held together with like 90% CA glue. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but this whole arm and all this whole front right here, all in here and all this is all CA glue, guys. This is all CA glue. It's been glued a bunch of times too, and it's still pretty strong though, believe it or not, you know. But these frames are extremely weak. They cannot take a crash. I mean, it's a great quadcopter, great quadcopter. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it flies really good. I mean, it's, you know, it does amazing bank turns and funnels. But these frames are really, really bad. And, you know, there's a couple of aftermarket companies that do frames. Micro Heli has 2 different frames. I have the one for the 350QX. Well, they have a little mini one for this. But they also have a FPV racing type of frame for this as well. But they're both like, I forget exactly how much they are, but I know they're over $50. The one Frequent Flyer had, I forget who makes the one he's got. It looks pretty cool, you know. I mean, it's a cool little frame, and I think it was only like $50 or something. But this is gonna be cool, man. I think this is cool. This is only $10, guys. I mean, $10. Wow. And you can see it's the same exact. The width is exactly the same because the nuts for these fit exactly in the middle here. Now it's a little bit shorter because it is a 188 frame, you know, instead of a 200. But as you can see, there's a lot of space between these props, so we're not going to have any problem with the props touching. And I think this is going to work out fantastic. Anyway, let me get back to the unboxing. This is what I think makes this thing so cool, though, for the price. Go ahead and empty this out. Alright, this is the top plate. This is the piece. You know, see what I'm talking about, guys? You see how flexible that is? I mean, that's not going to break, guys. I mean, I don't care how, you know, how hard you grasp that. You know, it's going to bend and then bend back. It's going to be like, ding. So, you know what I mean? You know, plastic, you know, like I said, like anybody who's ever done RC cars, they know that this is some durable plastic right here. It's just a nylon type plastic. This stuff will flex and go right back to the same shape that it was originally. Where, like, I'll be honest with you, carbon fiber or, you know, aluminum would break where this won't. Alright, here's your top plate. That's how it goes, I believe. It's got all the little hardware. This, okay, let me get back here. I'm getting a little off track. Get a little sidetracked, you know. It's like, oh, you know, I'll be on track and then I'll be like, oh, squirrel. Anyway, here we go. Alright. So this has the spots for your battery, and it has the ESCs. It has the spots to do the ESCs. It has a built-in BEC to cut down the power for, I'll show you what, for the lights that it comes with. This thing comes with a really cool light bar, guys. It's a big light bar. And this is also made where you can run like a little flight board, like a CC3D, or maybe even a NAS. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to use the insides of the 200, like I said, the 200QX. But I probably will use this, though, maybe just to, I'm not sure yet. I might use it, though, to run my, you know, motor wires and to run the lights. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but we will figure it out. Velcro strap for the battery. It's actually a nice little strap, too. FPV Racer. This is the front of it, and actually has a little spot for a FPV camera, and you could either have it straight up and down or you could tilt it backwards. I will show you in the instruction book in just a second. I want to show you this though. This is the light bar. This thing comes with a really nice little light bar, and it fits right in the back of the quadcopter. A space for it here. Actually screws in here, right here. So it's a nice little light bar. I mean, look at this little bar, man. That thing is cool, man. It's got 4 nice big LEDs right here. It takes 5 volts, though, is what it says, though. And that's why I guess you run this, because this must cut the power down to 5 volts for this. Use 5 volts power supply only. So, and the screws go right in there. Fits perfect. It says SK. It says SK on the front. And that's who makes this little frame. So that's going to be a cool little light bar right there. So it goes right in the back here. And screw holes all do mount up. Yep, they sure do. So, wow, that's pretty cool. So you screw it down through here into the actual thing, and then this nice light bar back here. Wow, that's going to be sweet right there. Oh, wow. All right. I like that. Let's see. It also comes with, it's only 3 in a bag, but still you get 3. It's 1 complete set, like A's and B's, clockwise and counterclockwise, and then an extra one. That type of a motor where you can put where you actually screw it down, I guess. But you know, like I said, I will be using this, so probably not going to use these props. But these are about how big the props are on the same size lengthwise. So that's going to work out perfect. I really believe this is going to be a good frame for this quad right here. Thick too. They're not flimsy props. So maybe I'll use them for something else, another project. Some more hardware. This is actually the little rubber things. Pull out the book so I can show you. This actually has a spot where you can put like a Mobius camera. And those are the little rubber grommet things that go right here. So when you're done, you got like a little platform, a little like anti-vibration spot where you can run a little strap and you can put your Mobius cam or whatever. So that's sweet. That's nice, guys. That's actually really cool, because that's, you know, one thing with this quadcopter, no place to really put anything. You can see I got Velcro up here. A little Spectrum, little micro system I used to run on here, and I'd stick a little battery, a little 1-cell battery right here. But with this frame, you know, I'm not going to have to do all that. Oh, and here is where you put your FPV camera too. It has a little spot right here in the front, and you can either have it straight up and down, or you can tilt it backwards, so when you're at an angle, you can see forward. All right. Pretty nice. King Kong 188 instruction manual. Let's see what they say in the back here. All right. Here is a parts list. All right. Okay, here's the recommended configuration. Okay, like I said, okay, so it will take a 1306 to an 1806 motor. Wow. So an 1806 motor is like the size of the motors on the JJRC X1. Wow. So it'll take a 1306, which is what these are, I believe. These are 1306s, I believe. Yes. So, pretty interesting. So this frame will take all the way up to like the motors on the JJRC X1. That would actually be interesting. A frame like this for the X1 as well. Wow. You know what? I think I'm going to order a couple more of these frames. I think I'm going to get a green one and definitely going to get a black one, just because it you know, looks like a regular you know, carbon fiber frame, even though it's not. And the green one actually is kind of cool too. But the only thing I thought about the green one is if you're flying in a field and you crash like in, you know, like a big grassy field, boy, it's going to be hard to see that. The black too would be hard to see, but the red one, wow, you know, that's going to stand out, I believe. That's kind of why I got that one. But I'm going to get a couple other ones. I actually think I'm going to put my JJRC X1 into one of these frames as well. Have to put some smaller props, so that's the only thing that kind of, I don't know what size props I would run, but alright. So recommended configuration, it says ESCs 6 amp to 12 amps, flight controller, okay, a mini CC3D or a NAS 32 QQ Super, which would be the little ones, I guess. So they recommend not a full-size, you know, CC3D, like a mini one, but that makes sense, you know, for the size of this frame. I'm just hoping the guts from the QX are not going to be too wide or too big, but we will find out. You know, battery, I guess it just depends what you're running, but it says 2 to 3S. BEC, 3S LiPo Max input. Okay, so the BEC, this board right here, can handle 3S LiPo, which is, that's pretty interesting. All right. And they give you a little idea, a little diagram of where you would plug your FPV system, your camera, and your you know, 5.8 transmitter. Not only does it have a place for your flight board and your ESCs to hook up and your lights and all that good stuff, but also has the FPV, you know, spots for your FPV stuff too. Wow. Pretty neat, guys. Pretty neat. Must say. For $10, wow. Anyway, guys, hope you liked the video, and we will be doing an in the lab modification, rebuilt, tear it down, and bring her back to life. This thing is going to be cool, guys. And I actually put this on Facebook. I took a little picture of this, and you know, a lot of people have been liking it. So I think this is going to be a pretty interesting build, guys. And please stay tuned, and please like and subscribe. Peace out.